You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I...
Oh yes! A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, It's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana, where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana, to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
Wait. Say yeah.
I got to group production.
AOMA. Yeah. Look, so this is not a social experiment. Then we put aside the ignorance and have a chat about Caribbean. The social studies, this is something that is pivotal. Unlike it's something that is missing from curriculums. So who's a part of who is not and who they're playing us. And why we warring with each other extra and drilling us. And making millions and we just out here giggling. While our workforce is fearing billions. We got time for come together and argue about curry. But can't come together for the issues in we country. Banna be the keeper, your sister and your buddy. These banners there for money and we out here acting funny. We got the curry from the Indians. Have you heard about the Anglophone Caribbean? You don't argue with the people who are ignorant. They bring you down to the level and beat you with experience. Yeah, them can't segregate we. From the hills to the coast to the seas. We are one Western, one Caribbean, say one West Indies. Them can't segregate we. From the hills to the coast to the seas. We are one Western, indivisible, say one West Indies. Can't segregate we. From the hills to the coast to the sea. We are one Western, one Caribbean, so one West Indies. Them can't segregate we. From the hills to the coast to the sea. We are one Western, indivisible. Sabana, I did be so happy when I see international news with me and Martley, Keith Rowley, Irfan Ali. I your best tell the one Rihanna call me. Don't forget she got any side of the family. The word Caribbean came from the Caribs. Bear in mind this piece of knowledge. They didn't care where Guyana land is, but they took the culture there when they travel. Read about the Treaty of Chaguaramas, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Guyana. So where's the major hype? Let's school these manners. So what I mean? I don't see how anyone accept it we. If culture means geography, keep the apology, spare me the commentary. Yeah, them can't segregate we. From the hills to the coast to the seas. We are one Western, one Caribbean, say one West Indies. Them can't segregate we.
From the hills to the coast to the seas, we are one West Indies, indivisible, say one West Indies. Them can't segregate we. From the hills to the coast to the sea, we are one West Indies, one Caribbean, say one West Indies. Them can't segregate we. From the hills to the coast to the sea, we are one West Indies, indivisible.
Look down from your window, no big city lights, just greenery. I don't know what you come for. Listen up, my dear, we're such a man free. Welcome to the land of many faces, not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in the right place. Guiana, oh, that's my beautiful country. One people, one nation, one destiny. Don't stop for a minute. Come, let me take a walk with Brother Tiki. You'll see our landmarks and our monuments. They're so unique. The high brick structure, the lighthouse, the tallest wooden structure, cathedral, 176th Street, monuments, and the beautiful city hall. You know with the wind in your hair, you're in the right place. Guiana, oh, that's my beautiful country. Guiana, one people, one nation, one destiny. Look down from your window, no big city lights, just greenery. You don't know what you come for. Listen up, my dear, we're such a man free. Welcome to the land of many faces, not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in the right place. Guiana, oh, that's my beautiful country. Guiana, one people, one nation, one destiny.
Whoops. Morning, everybody, and welcome down to Livewire. All right, Poonam. All right, Poonam. Thank you. Lovely song. Thank you. But morning, everybody. Welcome down to Livewire. Thursday. Wonderful to be here with you guys. Thank you for all the guys tuning in on the program already. Morning to all the persons across the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. I hope you guys are up and about and ready to get your Thursday started. Whatever it is you have planned on the cards for today, make sure you head out there, get it done, and move that process forward. Morning to the persons tuned in already: Paul Joseph, Eunice Ragobir, Gillian, Jamila Kayum, Ru Garib, Besundi Al Sukram. Dial. Let progress continue. Lash PA, Richard Aklu, Lola Harry, Omar Sharif, Joe Nabi John. Thank you for joining us all the way from Canada. What's happening over there in Canada? Were you able to go to the Maple Leaf ball where His Excellency addressed Guyanese in the diaspora over there. We also have Irvine Ramchan, Irene Ramchan on the live as well. Desiree, Abdul Samad, Rajiv Maraj, Jerry Gomes. I think Jerry's joining us from Georgia. Keith Benjamin, Datanandalal. Welcome, guys. Welcome down to the program. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I don't have as much energy, and I don't think the coffee kicking in as yet. So hopefully, as we continue, it will start to do its job. Neil Ramnukan, morning to you, watching us from New York. We have Rennie Prasad on the live with us. We have Romana on the live with us as well. This guy is funny. He is trouble. Sometimes you crack me up, bro. Leroy Mangle joining us from New York City, always here with us. And Maureen, thank you for joining us on the live. It's really good to have you here. And it really inspires me when I see new persons coming on the live. Ajay, all the way from Bartica. Morning to you, brother. How things going up there? A lot of work's happening in Bartica as well. I need to get our mayor up there, Mayor Murray, to come on the program and give us an update on what's happening in Bartica, some of the progress that has been taking place there, lots of road works, rehabilitation of a lot of facilities there as well. And, they have been working assiduously in Bartica to move that community forward. We know there's going to be a housing scheme established there in Bartica. We know that there's a lot of major road works to rehabilitate between 1 mile to, I think, 5 mile area there. Those road works have gone out to tender. So the team up in Bartica from the RDC and the town council have been doing really wonderful work, a lot of drainage, cleaning, maintaining of parapets and things like that. Krista Kurprasad, welcome to the program. Tiffany George, welcome down. Nirmala Allen, all the way in Barbados, joining us as well. We're happy to have you here. And of course, one of my loyal viewers, Pam Singh, out in her garden right now, listening to us as she takes care of the greens. Somebody just WhatsApp me and tell me if the coffee not kicking. Ask Ramjitan for his high quality kicking blend. Yeah, I got real jokes in this place, Listen, oh my goodness. Sometimes I gotta not read the comments because y'all got me cracking up in the comments. Trouble in the place, right? Chitra Sukraj, morning to you. Shakila Bridgelal, morning. Shakila is also a loyal viewer. She's here every morning on the program, making sure that she is up to date with what is happening in and around Guyana. So as we move on with today's content, before I get into today's content, I want to show you guys a video I saw this morning on Facebook, and it shows me the impact all this race division is causing in this country, especially to the generation that doesn't see race, right? Now, I've said on many occasions that Africans, Indians, Amerindians, Chinese, Portuguese, all the races of Guyana have persons who might have some retardedness in them in relation to how they approach other races. So we have idiots on all sides of the fence, right? And when these idiots spew their venom, it causes division in this country between Africans and Indians mainly. And this video I came across is of a interracial couple. It's on Facebook. The video is on Facebook, so it's public. It's of an interracial couple, and imagine I saw some of the comments, well, not the comments, the labeling on the photos during the video of the young woman saying, you know, she was scared to go out because her parents don't want her and the guy together, or the guy couldn't come to her graduation because her parents would have been there. No, this guy is not impacting this young lady in a negative way, leading her down a bad path. The only issue this guy has is that he is of Afro descent. But have a look at the video, right? And mind you, this is not anything bad. These two persons ended up together. They're married now, and this young lady's family, according to her, has accepted him. But my point is, to the persons who keep preaching this division in terms of race, it's impacting the young generation negatively, right? It's impacting the young generation negatively, and it's hard on them. And I could imagine what these two Guyanese went through, because I've experienced it in some relationships that I've had, where a parent might not like you, not because you're bad or you're doing something that's wrong, just because of the color of your skin. Just recently, I was talking to a colleague of mine, Afro-Guyanese gentleman, has an Indo-Guyanese girlfriend. She became pregnant and had to take a decision to throw away that baby because of fear of acceptance by her family. And I think those things are heart-wrenching. But anyway, let me get to my video.
I don't know why I love you. I don't know why I stay. I don't know if it's worth the pain. But even when you slam the door and drive away, I still set the table for two. Baby, you know I'm waiting on you to buy me a bouquet, tell me we're okay, and that you're so, so sorry. And I believe you every time, but I can't lie. These mixed signals, they're killing me. I don't know what you want, but I know what I need. The goodbyes, the lows, I need you, no I don't. Every time I start to close the door, you knock, and I let you in. Loving you is my greatest sin. Loving you is my greatest sin. Loving you is my greatest sin.
Now, these were two Guyanese who managed to persevere through whatever fear or persecution they may have felt during the early parts of their relationship. But think of all the others who might not have wanted to go against the grain and try to hold on to their relationship. So this is one of the reasons I come on programs like these and sometimes have to lambaste the opposition, because this constant diatribe of race hate, it causes division in this country. It is affecting our young people. So again, I'm happy that those two are able to persevere and move forward with the relationship. And I'm encouraging other persons to be more accepting and understanding of other races, cultures, religions as well. Right? At the end of the day, you cut my skin, you cut anybody's skin here. All of us bleeding the same color. All of us under the same hot sun in Georgetown when we go out there in the day. You understand me? All of we stick in the same East Bank traffic when we want to go home. So let's start looking at this as Guyanese and not as Afro and Indo. Okay? Anyway, we're moving on. So I saw the vice chairman of the Plaisance industry NDC, Miss Vanessa Ben, had to come out and issue a statement. Now you want to know why? Let me show you why. Because they have persons who are on the PNC sinking ship that refuse to get off. And it still comes back down to race, right? It still comes back down to race. There are persons who are on the PNC sinking ship and they refuse to get off. And the only way that they feel that they can attract the Coast Guard or another ship passing for help is to further divide this nation, right? So we have this gentleman here who is the former chair of the Industry Plaisance NDC, Mr. Rodwell Lewis, who in a 24-minute video on Facebook, right? A 24-minute video on Facebook decided to, good morning to AREO, Leola Narine, another Guyanese working hard for the betterment of the citizens in Region 10. So morning to you, AREO, and continue your good work along with AREO, Mr. Dwight John, and your regional chairman up there as well, and the persons who are pushing for development in Linden. So back to this gentleman here. So we have Mr. Rodwell Lewis, former chairman of the Industry Plaisance NDC, who has taken to social media to share his views on the developments that are happening in the Plaisance industry NDC and what he feels should be done, and commenting on the direction that it is going in. Now, as normal, the narrative is race. It's about race. The PPP is marginalizing and discriminating against Afro-Guyanese. And here we see an Afro-Guyanese in Ms. Vanessa Ben having to come out and debunk and refute these statements being made by this former chair. Now, mind you, the Plaisance community has not seen significant development under Mr. Lewis's tenure. Mr. Lewis didn't come on the live to say to the persons on the live, right? Look at what they're doing at the Plaisance NDC. This is not what happened in my time. This is what I did. I did this drain. I did this street. We gave permission for these people to build this facility in Plaisance industry. It's none of that. Besides his difficulty with the letter H, all he spewed is about race and division. So one of the things I wanted to touch on, well, matter of fact, let me deal with Mrs. Vanessa, Miss Vanessa's statement, the vice chair of the Industry Plaisance NDC, as I said. Now, she expressed her disappointment and emphasized the need for unity and constructive progress in the community, which it has been seeing. A number of roads in Plaisance has gone out to 10. I think they were about a month ago. So Plaisance is going to be seeing new roads and that kind of thing happening in that community, which it did not see under the previous administration, which it did not see. You understand me? And mind you, Aubrey Norton lives in that area, right? So the current vice chair of this NDC strongly criticized Rodwell Lewis for making baseless allegations about racism without any evidence. Same thing like Washington. So Mr. Lewis here is on this sinking ship. He is on this sinking ship and he refuses to get off. Tulsi Ramchedi, he refuses to get off. Diana Nsuku, let the whole of Brampton, Canada know that Rodwell Lewis is on a sinking ship and he refuses to get off. And his only way to rally support is to create further division. You understand? Is to create further division. So back to Miss Ben. Now, Ben highlighted that the community is experiencing positive changes under the leadership of the People's Progressive Party. And as you would know, the People's Progressive Party would have won the Pleasance NDC. You understand me? The NDC itself is committed to addressing various problems in the community. So the problems weren't created at the last LG or the winning of the last LG, right? That community suffered from poor infrastructure, roads, drains, irrigation issues. Were they addressed under the coalition? Could Mr. Rodwell Lewis tell us in terms of infrastructure, roads, drains, parapets, garbage collection, that kind of thing? What was going on with the Pleasance NDC, Pleasance Industry NDC during that period? So person can have a clear understanding of what he would have done, how he would have been moving that community forward, and how under this new administration of the NDC, it is now backsliding or in redress, according to him. But no, he's going to come there and make baseless statements about things that he cannot prove. You understand me? So this is just like the Washington conference. Well, the Washington conference and the meeting that they had with the congresspersons. You go there, you make a bunch of statements, you have nothing to back it up, and you expect people just to swallow it and run with you. So let me give you a joke. There's a Chinese supermarket close to where I'm living. And I went and I bought some stuff. And when I got home, I was not checking, I was unpacking the things. And then I realized I wasn't seeing one item that I bought. So a little later, I went back to the Chinese store the same day. And I said to the Chinese lady, I said, man, I bought an item. When I got home, I didn't see it in my bag. And, did you see it on the counter? So she said, no. So I said, man, I shop here often, almost every day. So I don't see why I would come and lie about buying an item and not receiving it. But you know what the Chinese lady said to me? Me understand. Me can't take your word for it. Me have to check video. Me have to check evidence. You understand me? You have to have evidence. So the Chinese lady not going on the word that I come here and get my stuff. She going to run your camera and make sure. You understand? So Mr. Lewis, instead of he come to Facebook on his Facebook Live with some real evidence of discrimination as he claims, right? Because I'm coming to that too. As he said, some vendors were moved from in front of the Pleasance post office and another location, I think a community center as well. And they were only moved because they were Afro-Guyanese. Now, why Mr. Lewis didn't go and do an interview with these two vendors that he claimed that they had caravans there? Why he didn't go and do an interview with these two vendors to say, well, hey, I am the vendor. I am the vendor who was vending outside of Pleasance post office, and I was removed. And I feel I was removed because of race. I am the vendor who was vending in front of Pleasance Community Center, and I feel I was moved because of race. Moreover, Mr. Lewis then claims to put the removal of these vendors at the feet of the NDC. It is a good thing Ms. Ben had to come out and make it clear that that removal or that it did not fall under their purview. You understand? It's not like Mr. Lewis doesn't know about the expansions to the Rupert Craig Highway. It's not like he doesn't know, right? And at the end of the day, you know what is going to happen one day, and God forbid, I'm not wishing this on anybody vending or plying a trade on the roadside. So this is my issue with this roadside vending thing. Now, we all know that we got some crazy people driving in Guyana, right? Now, if you remove the vendors, you got to hear that you are taking people out of bread and butter. People got to live. If a vehicle run into one of them or run into a caravan with people standing outside shopping or people inside selling or whatever, get hit, you can hear the government in putting proper systems in place and they're allowing illegal vending and his friends, family, and favorite getting food stall on the roadside and all kind of thing. So it's a case where you're damned if you do or you're damned if you don't. You understand me? So there's nothing you can do to please these people. There's nothing you can do to please them. And everything that comes out of their mouth is attack on Afro-Guyanese, attack on Afro-Guyanese, attack on Afro-Guyanese, attack on Afro-Guyanese. No evidence to back it up. No evidence to back it up. Not they ain't getting 100 Afro-Guyanese to sign a petition. They ain't get look similarly. Same thing with the elections, the LG elections, and I'd like to jump back to this. There was a claim of persons being paid to wear PvP jerseys or being paid to attend rallies or whatever it is. The champions of Afro-Guyanese rights couldn't find an Afro-Guyanese who was willing to come forward and say, hey, I was paid by so much money to wear this jersey. Not a soul. Only person they could have found two people they find. Two. Auntie Data, y'all remember Auntie Data from Legwan? Auntie Data from Legwan. And they had an Amerindian girl, I think was from Region 8 or something, made a video like a day or two before LG elections. Right? Not a soul else to talk about wearing jersey, getting paid to wear jersey, getting paid for vote and all this other nonsense. Right? Nothing about the track record. It's just about division, race, and hate. That is all that they're putting forward. Right? Jean, morning to you. Tulsi Ramchetty. Asha Hussein, morning to you. Babita Sims, welcome down. Rajin Datadin, welcome down to the program. I see somebody joining us all the way from Nigeria. Wow. Thank you for being on the program. I know we're reaching all the way there. Carla, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Courdel,
Morning, yes.
we don't have a racial problem in Guyana. You know what we have? Envious and jealousy.
I agree. That too.
Yeah, we don't have no race. Envious and jealousy. You see the opposition, they can't get what they want, so they're creating all type of problems.
Yep.
That might be.
Yep. Thank you for coming through, Carla. And that's true. That is true. That has been the modus operandi of the PNC since back in the days when I was a little child going to school. I lived at MacDoom, opposite the gas station there. And I can remember going into my yard and seeing Kessoon building going up in smoke. Till on Regent Street, where that mall is now, where they got that shoe place. There, up in smoke, because people didn't get what they want. You understand me? And it's not legal, you know. You just vex because you either lose an election, you're making a claim that you can't prove and nobody ain't taking you seriously. So you decide to go down Regent Street, breaking in and broken up and burning down. You understand me? And that kind of thing, Guyanese are moving away from. Those same people who used to break down and burn down, now they got children. Morning to Councillor Young on the live this morning. They have children now who they're trying to accomplish something for. So people trying to have assets. You think people got time to go on the road and make themselves a fool behind the PNC and the nonsense? And again, baseless claims. Baseless claims. So, Ms. Ben and her councillors hold their positions because the people of Pleasance and industry decided to vote for them. You understand? That was the people of Pleasance and industry's democratic choice to put those councillors there and remove Mr. Rodwell Lewis and his team from management of that NDC. And I'm betting you it's based on the foolishness and the non-action of Mr. Rodwell and his team. Now, to save face, a whole 24-minute live, right, about vendors and somebody building some house, but he ain't show me the house yet. We ain't seen none of the vendors. Nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. Mr. Rodwell put forward an idea. It's like, okay, we're gonna work with the NDC so that we find a place with these vendors. The only thing he could come and tell you, they're removed because they're Afro-Guyanese. So Ms. Ben also clarified that the NDC was not responsible for removing said vendors. And it falls outside of the NDC's jurisdiction. So the claims that this man is making can't even be substantiated with the fact that the NDC has control over the area where these persons were. You understand me? And Ms. Ben also expressed her concern over the focus on ethnicity of the vendors in the argument. Now, it's like you're playing with the heartstrings and the emotions of Afro-Guyanese. Any Afro-Guyanese who feels the brother or the sister being unjustly persecuted gonna feel something. You understand? So it's like you're playing with people's emotions. You're trying to get them to react. Like, hey, why are you doing this to Afro-Guyanese? Let me go out and broke up and bond down. Right? Similarly with this shooting that had with the police and this gentleman when they had the riot at Monrepo and the blocking off of the road. None of the police are related to the vendors in Monrepo. None of the police were related to those vendors. None of them police, they're living in Monrepo. Right? This was a case of, like Americans like say, black on black violence. The police were Afro. The person who got shot was Afro. What could have been the reason or the reasoning behind those persons going to Monrepo and doing what they did? What could have been the motivation? Could it have been a political person inciting or playing with their emotions and riling them up? Causing them to go and loot and rob and beat up and burn up people's vehicle and all kind of thing? All that ration that they carry away, how long it would last? Huh? Think about it. Y'all saw people riding away with bags of vegetables and provision and all them things. How long it would last you? You got all them, you could eat out all in a week. Huh? But anyway, these types of activities are motivated by political players to divide the nation. The good thing about it is that those last set of diehard racists, like what's this guy named? Black Pudding Man, Hines, Bench Cup, Rickford Bork, Aubrey Norton, Rodwell Lewis, all these worries on their way out of the system. On their way out of the system. They're gonna die soon. They're getting old. Everybody gotta die. They're on the way out of the system. So pretty soon we're gonna stop hearing nonsense that bringing division amongst the people of Guyana. And pretty soon we're gonna have a young generation that is older that don't see Afro and Indo and Amerindian and none of that. It can just be Guyanese dealing with Guyanese. Guyanese trying to move Guyana forward. Guyanese who are able to disagree and not go outside and broke up and bun down and beat up on them kind of stupidness. You understand me? I spoke on another program I used to host of Indo-Guyanese friend that I have that used to work at, well, he works at board, he sells at Border Market. In that same, I think it's Quindon Bacchus, the guy's name was, that shooting incident. Now, this guy comes all the way, I think from Region 6 or Region 5, to vend every morning at Border Market. He ain't know Quindon Bacchus. He ain't know nobody in relation to them. He live next to them. They went to school together. They don't drink rum together, nothing. You understand? But that guy, on his way home, was beaten and robbed of his money. Why? For what reason? And I'm pretty sure up to now, the perpetrators of those acts, that act has not faced justice. Y'all remember when the police issued the wanted bulletins for those gentlemen? And I need to follow up on that to see what came out of that. The police had issued some wanted bulletins for some people who were identified during that whole period there with the looting and the robbing and the beating. Y'all remember who run out to represent them and call them so, I can't remember the term, but it was a term of endearment, making them look like they were freedom fighters or some stubbornness like that for robbing and beating people. They should go to jail. The lot of them should go to jail for assaulting people at the market there and stealing the things and doing a set of foolishness on the road, burning up the road that the party and built. I couldn't finish during the tenure. The road they done, the size they done, all you have to do is cap it. They couldn't finish it. But you can call people out to burn up road and block up place that you ain't helping to build. And that's the kind of thing that has upset me with these operatives. You're not contributing. You're not contributing in terms of ideas. You're contributing in terms of actions. You always got a plan. You always was supposed to, we had this, we were going to do this, we were supposed to. Why you didn't do it? You've been there for 5 years. Look how much has been done. Right? Look how much has been done in 3 years. That can't compare to the 5 years. You have nothing to show. Bus, boats, and bicycles. That is what you have to show. A shaft in Madia. You got to call it the Vagrant Hotel on Hope Church Avenue, Woodlands Palace, painting all the buildings green. That is what you have to show as your track record. Morning to you, Miss Fraser. I'm going live from the best side as well. But yeah, that's the kind of people we got to deal with. That is the kind of people we got to deal with. And that is why it's like, I like persons to understand. You understand? Understand what, there's nothing there for you to go to. Nothing there for you to go to. If this party can't manage its own funds, what are you doing with the government purse? What are you doing with the government purse? You don't have funds to hold a Congress for yourself. Your own party don't have a Congress money to hold General Council or Congress for itself. You go into the diaspora and got Brookford Burke and the other fellow who's not Guyanese, not a Guyanese, begging people for $100 US and them stubbornness. Right? And y'all want Guyanese people to vote for the PNC, APNU, AFC, WPA, Movement Nation, National, whatever, Papas, London Crew, whatever it is. To do what? Government in waiting. Waiting for what? Waiting on who to vote for you? Huh? Who? So even yesterday, you saw Sherrod Duncan talking about this one case that they win. One One. Look at the amount, 2.5. Somebody needs to look at how much money PNC personnel have paid out to persons for liable and all this other stuff that happening. I showed you all the article in relation to the this EPA issue from Kaicho News and one from Chronicle, right? Kaicho News led you to believe or gave the perception in the headline like the opposition win the case when they lost and had to pay costs to all the attorneys and the clients they represented. It's more than badly broken. It's a man. We're not talking about badly. It's not badly broken. Meklal is not badly broken. It's a sinking ship. There's a big hole in it. It's going down, and persons in it need to get off if they have sense. Me forcing nobody, because if people feel like that's what they want to support, I can't stop them. But at the end of the day, they have to know what's best for them. They got to know if they see development in the community, and that is the main thing I put out to people who are exercising the franchise. When you go to vote, you have to look at what is benefiting you. You can't deal with rhetoric. The opposition, whilst it is not how an opposition is supposed to operate, they function as if all their job is to oppose, no matter if it's benefiting Guyanese or not. And people need to see that. And then, if you were an opposition supporter and you go to benefit from anything that the PPP government is doing, them same people ain't got nothing to say. Right? So you don't get your house lot during 2015 to 2020, but you get it now, and they're still telling you the government don't like you because you're Afro-Guyanese. You get your road due in your community, but they're still telling you the government don't like you because your community is perceived to be a community that supports the PNC. Right? That's the kind of nonsense these people come into you with. Look, the PNC, yesterday, I posted photos of the current works happening on the Linden to the Mabura Road. Some asphalting has started. So I saw the PNC post on their page. It was their project, and the PPP didn't want to do it, and a bunch of bunkum. Again, just like the facility under construction in Linden, a set of plans, but can't implement nothing. A set of plans, but can't implement nothing. So the PPP had to come now, look at that, revamp it, make it sensible, and execute it in less than 3 years of the first year finale government. Right? In less than 3 years of the first year finale government, that Linden to Mabura Road start turn, getting due, the bridges and culverts don't do, and all of that. So why couldn't the AP and new AFC government start digging the road, something, do some start turning or something, nothing. And again, the persons who usually take the time to listen to opposition programs, listen to them, nothing about track record. We did this. They like to talk about the Bamia school. I like to remind them about the Yarracabra school. I like to remind them about the Yarracabra school. I like to remind them about St. Rose's, which only just recently get complete under this administration. Y'all remember that was a construction site for a while under the coalition. And I'd like people to remember these things, because it's very hypocritical for people like David Patterson, Annette Ferguson, Valda Lawrence. Oh God, Valda, please. You of all people should be quiet. She's the last person to jump up and say anything. You understand me? Anything about development that is happening now. Born into Councillor Chase Green on the line. And as I said before, persons like Councillor Chase Green, persons like Councillor Young, Councillor Ashby, Councillor Singh, Councillor Ishfiani, I don't remember all the names. But these people, despite the fight they're getting at council, doing more work than the actual councillors who have the voting majority to do it. If you look at roads, bridges that were built, rehabilitated by these councillors and candidates of the People's Progressive Party Civic within the municipality of Georgetown, it would, you put it on a scale and weigh the work that the council have done in equal context in terms of roads, bridges, culverts, it would outweigh them. So imagine candidates and councillors in opposition doing more for the Georgetown capital than the PNC who control it for 60-something years and continue to control it even now. Right? The mayor ain't gonna go to local government and say, hey, let me work out something where y'all buy these garbage trucks for us and we write off some of the ministry debts or whatever it is, so we got equipment. They ain't gonna come up with no idea like that to ease the money they're paying out to contractors so they could collect their own garbage, in turn employing persons at the council. They ain't gonna come up with an idea like that. They ain't gonna come up with an idea to get some of these businesses in the city to probably donate IP cameras in areas that constantly got garbage dumping, illegal garbage dumping, so they could catch persons doing that. They're gonna come up with an idea like that. They're gonna come up with an idea to make the mayor signatory to vouchers. They're gonna come up with an idea to keep Councillor Chase Green off the environmental committee or whichever committee they're fighting her down for. That's the ideas they're coming up with. Nothing of substance. Their main aim is to be difficult and stymie the progress of the city. Right? So yesterday I spoke of roads that were constructed in the city by central government and public works as well. And the fact that these roads need to have speed humps in them. They are not going to come up with an idea to say, well, hey, you guys build these roads, we can put in the speed humps on them so that we ensure that elderly, the little children using the inner roads of this capital city could traverse safely. They ain't gonna come up with an initiative to paint over pedestrian crossings or something. You see City Hall hold any cleanup in the city or anything of the sort where councillors from the PNC come out to do anything? That's not in their interest. That is not in their interest. And again, it's always, we planned to, we were supposed to, this was our idea, and yeah. That's the main thing. That is their main thing. And I'm saying that should not fly. They need to have some more substance. They need to have some more substance. And I remind them of Secretary Blinken's statement. Constructive conversations about development. Not talking stupidness in people's ears. Nobody want to hear that. Right? People looking for betterment. People want a house lot. People want people want to get a little contract. People want the children go to school. People want free tertiary education. Right? People want good roads to drive on. People want when the rain fall, the place in flood. Farmers want that as well. People want lower taxes. People want less blackout. That's what people want. People want lower duty on vehicle. Vendors want proper facilities to ply the trade. Border need work, City Hall. Border Market need work. Border Green need some work. Merriman's Mall needs some work, City Hall. And mind you, the two new concrete bridges that they got at Marriott, maybe at Marriott. Sorry, Marriott, you also me. This the two new concrete bridges that they got at the Merriman's Mall there. PPPC councillors and activists. Right? Not City Hall pushing it. Not City Hall pushing it. PPPC councillors and activists. Starbrook Market needs work. Me a mentor. A lot of work. That I don't know if that's the wharf that far long and rotten at the back there. All them boats with them foreigners who come in with the containers and offshore and all that other nonsense, seeing that worries there. City Hall. So is either break it down or you build it over or something. Get rid of it. It's ugly. It's terrible. And very unsightly. And you're harboring the drug addicts and the junkies at the back there. Probably you could, look, anyway. Trouble. Nevertheless, people, today is Thursday. Please remember that the Vice President, well, I should say in the capacity of the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Dr. Barrett Jagyo, will be having his press conference at 2 p.m. So you can tune in right here, or you can tune in on his page on Facebook or YouTube, where you can view the broadcast. And I'm sure he'll be touching on a plethora of issues in relation to the opposition and the nonsense that they're putting out there as their narrative. Right? So make sure you guys tune in to the General Secretary and his press conference at 2 p.m. today. Outside of that, I noticed that there was a post in relation to some traffic ranks. Well, let me take the back, not traffic ranks. Some persons in plain clothes on the Eccles bypass conducting traffic stops. Not in police uniform, no senior rank with them in uniform, and stopping persons, telling them about, well, allegedly telling them about firearms or whatnot and whatnot. This a post on Facebook. Let me see if I find it back here to show y'all. But I really think the police force needs to look into this, because this could easily be some people, they're trying to rob people. Right? This could have easily been persons there trying to rob people. And I don't think the Guyana police force should be brought into disrepute because of some dunce dogs. Right? And for me personally, these two couldn't stop me on the road. These two couldn't have stopped me on the road to ask me no stupidness. I might have slowed down to hear what they're saying. But pull over and all that nonsense, no way. Impossible. Now look at these two worries here. This computer like it's sick. Look at these two worries here. I'm thinking this note, let me see if I see the license plate on it. I'm thinking this note here would be the vehicle they come in, heavily tinted, right? Stopping persons on the road for whatever reason, claiming they're police, CID police, doing a traffic stop, PWW 4318. So I think that's the vehicle they came in, right? Look at these guys. No uniform. They ain't even wearing the police badge on a little chain around the neck. They ain't got on a reflective vest saying police or nothing. Right? Personally, if a police is not in uniform and come to me, you gotta show me some police ID. Me dealing with you. You gotta show me some ID. You got to show me some ID. How is it that this could be used so, as a traffic stop? How this could be a traffic roadblock? Madness. So, Traffic Chief, Mr. Singh, Senior Superintendent Singh, I'm asking you to look into this. Who are these gentlemen? And why they would be on the road in plain clothes, in an unmarked vehicle, stopping traffic for whatever reason? We need to sort these things out, right? This is the kind of stupidness that's make Guyana look bad. This is the kind of stupidness that make Guyana look bad. Then you can hear is political person send them out there and some stupidness. So police, y'all please investigate this. If indeed these guys are police, they need to operate in a different manner. Right? They need to operate in a different manner. I would not give anybody wrong for driving away, seeing that worries on the road. And mind you, I'm not saying all police are bad. I have seen numerous roadblocks. They either got a sergeant there in uniform or an inspector there in uniform with them. This that I just show y'all, I don't know what's going on there at all. So, Traffic Chief, Commissioner Hicken, please, officer, admin officer, whoever it is, whoever's in charge of CID, if these are the CID ranks indeed, they need to operate in a better manner. They need to have some kind of display on them. How the police could be looking like the thugs. Look at this man in red. And whilst red is my color. You understand? Look at this one stand up over there in the black and the jeans. These look like Don thugs. I would personally not stop. I would not stop. I would not stop. We are flagging me down far. I ain't even seen a police vehicle park in the bottom saying policia or nothing of that. No vehicle marked policia. So how I know who these people are? They're stopping me to rob me or something. So the police can't be looking like the criminals. And I'm saying, if you're a CID rank and you're able to wear plain clothes, you can dress decent. You can, man, look, we got to change how we operating in this country. You understand? So senior ranks of the Guyana police force, y'all look into this thing for me, please. Please look into this. And I've heard senior ranks of the police force saying that the junior ranks or patrols, you can't just pop up and drop a roadblock anywhere. Outside of police stations or whatever it is, and if you're not outside of a police station, you're doing a random roadblock or a police roadblock, there must be a senior rank there, an officer or a sergeant at the level of sergeant or officer there. So I don't know if my guy in red here is an officer or Scully there with the blue and black is an officer, but y'all need to do better identification. Yeah, they could be undercover cops, but they look like undercover dunstugs to me. You understand? And I understand why the person who took this photo took the photo, because you would not see this in any other country. Police in the CID, okay, hear me about CID in other countries. Detectives in other countries wear plain clothes, but once they're dealing with you, they got to show you ID. They got to show you the badge. You understand? I went to French Guyana a couple of years back. The police in plain clothes, they got to wear a band around their hand that says police. They're carrying the weapon, the holster, the weapon has police on it. So you know this is a police in plain clothes. Right? Or they got what these GDF people wear, that metal bead, and they got the badge and the ID hang around the neck so you know who you're dealing with. Some of the police on the road in uniform, they ain't even got on the badge with the number. How you turn, that's a part of uniform. How you turn up to work without that? So we got to do better. We got to do better. There's a possibility that they're undercover police, but all I'm saying is Y'all need to do it better. You need to do it better. You can't be looking like the criminals on the road. Right? You can't be looking like the criminals on the road. You can't pull up in your personal note, fully tint out, and conducting roadblock. Or pulling people in for tint. Come on. You understand? Let me be fair. Anyway, folks, it's almost time for me to go. So I am going to leave you with some music and some information about our sponsors. Right? So guys, again, please don't forget today at 2, we have the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party hosting his press conference. And, tune in. A lot of information there, always for persons. Make sure you guys, if you're in the industry area, UG Road there, check out Kings and Queens Barbecue outlet there. You can get your burgers, your fish and chips, your chicken and chips, and that kind of thing. UG Road, Kings and Queens Barbecue. Make sure you check those guys out, okay? Also, good morning, Asha. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better. I don't like it when my people sick, right? Remember, Parents Educate Me. That's starting on October 14 at the Diamond Grove School. Parents, you can come if you are not as academically inclined as you want to be, but you want to have an understanding of what your children are doing. You want to help them with their homework. This is the program for you. Come out and be a part of it. Make contact with Miss Lowenfield. She's been doing a wonderful job. This is a wonderful initiative. And, get on board, parents. Be a part of this. Big up iSecure, making sure that we're here every morning with you guys from 7 to 8. iSecure Security Services, Inc. You're secure with iSecure. Remember, if you need your fireballs, if you need to get your facility sanitized, if you're looking for armed or unarmed security, we'll be opening a K9 unit soon, so you can have that as well. They offer corporate close protection, gun spa cleaning services, fumigation and sanitizing services, general construction, and various supplies. Check those guys out. Give them a call. Support our sponsors. They're keeping us on, Shout out to King Kong Construction. If you need any designs for your buildings, you need to do any renovation, flooring, roofing, you need some consultation, you need any support. If you need your concrete road done, make sure you check out King Kong Construction. They'll be able to do it for you, okay? Also, in plots, get all your medical clothing devices, male and female clothing, cosmetics, and electronics over there. Give them a call as well. They have been doing well in terms of expanding the variety of things that are available there. Electrical work, videography services, photography services. Make sure that you call 592 Tech Vision. You get your surveillance cameras installed. You need to wire your building or anything like that. Check out 592 Tech Vision. Those are the guys to you. They're able to come to you, get the work done in a timely manner and at a very low cost. Okay, so those are our sponsors. Guys, have a wonderful Thursday. Remember, 2 p.m., General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party. Shout out to everybody joining us from the news desk. Remember, if you need news on what's happening in and around Guyana, check out the news desk website. Check out their Facebook page. Always up to date with everything happening in Guyana. Also, the Department of Public Information, another Facebook page or website that you should check out for any information on things happening in Guyana. Okay, so that's all the time I have for today. It was really wonderful being here with you guys. Remember, it's not about division. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about one Guyana.
United and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's It's a message. I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.